Pisces, how you doing? Welcome to Soulvine. This is Jamie. We are checking in for your December energies. So let's see what is coming in and what we can anticipate and how we can support your journey throughout December. I know some of you are already thinking about 2024, but I really feel this is a time to be present, guys, and connect in to get a whole bunch of things done so you can set up 2024 for success. So, future jumping ahead can be a good thing to kind of plan, but I also feel it's really important to be present, guys, as you start progressing throughout the month of December before you hit January, okay? Let's check in and see the overall energies and what we need to know here for December for our Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising energies. I've already cleared the space, as you've seen. I've already shuffled, but I just like to do that a little bit more to get the energy into the cards and what we need to know for our Pisces. Thank you, Spirit, for December. What do we need to know? We've got Four of Fire. We have got Unity. Okay. There's like a whole bunch of cards that want to come out. Let's dive in a little bit deeper. And Ace of Earth. So these are the current energies that are connecting in. This is really pretty bold and badass, Pisces. So this is talking about the place that you lean into, that you feel strong, you feel connected, you feel abundant. This is also about a happy home life and successfully getting into the completion of a project. So this is where I'm talking about being present just seems to be really strongly showing up right now in the energy as I'm being spoken to here of why this is incredibly important, because there seems to be something that is in your energy right now that needs your attention to work towards something. This is also talking about connecting with people, getting in a sense of community, with people that you feel supported, that understand you, that are like-minded and can help accelerate your goals, your dreams. Again, being in that energy is very important because there's just a difference or something that happens when you're in the right energy, the right vibration, and people just keep lifting you because of who they are, because how you show up. And I think this is going to be really relevant here as well. Throughout December. I know it can be an extraordinarily busy month. I think there's a part of FOMO that kicks in sometimes, especially when there's certain things on. But I feel what's also going to be really cool is some conversations that you have that I think will open up and deepen through friendships, or as you get to know just certain people, maybe even in your family that you haven't really got to know too well. I feel like there's just some really awesome connections that you may be making throughout this period. For the Ace of Earth showing up here, this is talking about abundance again. So whatever plans that you've got that you want to go after or that you're completing up throughout December, this is also letting you know that there's opportunities coming in here. This is also talking about contracts, potential business venture, a new offer, promotion, something really important, but it's an influx of abundance that's going to arrive. And I like that because it means a gateway has opened, a portal has opened, you're stepping more into your power and who you're meant to be with this new sense of freedom and knowing oneself. I think, I see this, I can see you in an environment where you're just connecting and talking to people and you're just very, very confident here, Pisces. And I really, really like that. All right, let's see where else that this takes us and what we need to know. For our Pisces, what else do we need to know? And then we'll further clarify, guys. We'll have a look at your challenges and how we can further support you here. So we've got renewal, the Lover's energy. So we've got a few major arcanas here. I'm just going to pull. We've got the Three of Fire. Nice. We've got the Page of Fire. Okay, Ace of Water. This is looking pretty fine. Okay, it's given us two more, so we'll take that. We've got the Seven of Earth and then the Empress energy. Damn, that's good, Pisces. All right, and then I'll get two more over here. Wow. Wow. This is kind of like what you need to know. Um, Energy for guidance. Okay. So I got the Empress, then the Two of Water, and the Ten of Water. So what's happening is pretty rad, and I like it a lot for you. Okay, guys. So, whew, with the renewal, the Lover's energy, and the Three of Fire, it's interesting. It's got something about being connected to something that's going through a cycle of some kind, potentially here. Again, I don't know if it's family related. That's what I'm saying, potential. But there's something here that seems to be coming to on a going through a cycle of change, something that needs to clear out here. Interestingly, too, that we've got the Lovers. So maybe this does have to do with a significant connection around the family space. It's also talking about a decision that you're looking at making. So I don't know what has transpired, but I can sense that in the energy. There's something really exciting about your future that you're looking at, really excited about, just I think things that you're doing here, Pisces. But there's also something else lingering in the mix and in the energy that I think you're trying to navigate as well. The Three of Fire with the Page of Fire, the Ace of Water, and the Seven of Earth. It's continuing to show opportunity is present here. Abundance is present. You've got the word abundance already 3 times here in the energy. And then we're seeing abundance again over here. So there's a lot happening. There's a lot happening. There's a lot expanding. And there's just I really think you're looking at things in a new way. And I was talking about in the last week or two, it's kind of like a veil has lifted, or you're seeing things differently, or a new perspective on something, but also just getting a fire, I feel, in your soul, in your belly, in your heart to really go after something here. Because I think in some way you've been holding yourself back, waiting or hoping on other people to kind of do their thing. And I think you've kind of recognized that you can't be waiting on people anymore. This is time for you to gear up and do what you need to do. But it's talking about, it may be it's a progressive energy. So it's not just like coming and then bam, 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 bam. It's like you're going to see each day that as you engage and as you connect to whatever it is that's really important to you right now about in your creative space and your creative energy, the act of doing is going to be incredibly significant. And that's what I'm talking about, being present, is like, what do you need to do for the day to get this something done that you really want to get done? And I feel that's just really important because this is working towards your long-term plans, your long-term goals, okay? Further to that, look, there's just more, there's a lot of new energy coming in. And I love that for you. I feel there's a lot of blessings, a lot of ways that you're starting to feel more depth in what you're doing, which feels like a really nice energy on the inside that I think you may have been missing a little bit because of something else that's been going on in the mix. But whatever's showing up, I don't know, for some of you, if you're looking at relocating or changing places or finding someone new that just gives you a really warm, connected, loving feeling within yourself. It doesn't necessarily mean with a person, but it could be with a person. It could be with a certain situation, location, home, wherever that you're going next on this adventure. It's very warming, soothing, and inspiring energy. Because what I also like here, that the part of the patience, and I think to recognize, especially in this season, it's going to be a lot of stop start energy, okay? Because of being December, I think there's going to be a lot of momentum, a lot of progress, and then you're going to start feeling things slow down because everyone's going to be in their own time or time zone effectively for doing things. So what I mean by that, not time zones as in, well, yeah, I guess, different countries, but more so that everyone's going to have their different priorities throughout December. Some people might take, half of December off, half of January off to really connect in with family, to really connect in time, in that space. Maybe some people are just like, I'm exhausted. I need to take a break from everything. So you're going to find that some people might be like, I'm just taking the break off, like the holiday that I need to take to just have that present time with family, but I need to keep going. I need to keep hustling. I need to keep showing up. So everyone's going to have their own way that they're vibing through December. And I feel in some regard, that's going to put, maybe for some of you feel a little uneasy because you want to make progress or you want to things to, the momentum to stay alive because it's been feeling good, or it starts to feel really good and you want the results. But just remember, seeds are planted, seeds are growing. So try not to worry when that happens, and and like I said, embrace the moments that you get to embrace, doing things that you love, being with people that you love and care about. And if it's just being on your own, Pisces, and self-soothing, self-caring, making yourself feel amazing, or reconnecting with people, embrace that too, right? Because this is a really cool chapter that you're stepping into right now, and there's a lot of focus on self, but on just where you want to be, is what I'm feeling throughout December. And I think there's just also this sense of safety and security in who you are and what you're doing, no matter what that looks like. I think you do recognize that no matter what, you are okay, and you can, like, the person who can take care of you the best is you. But you've got to recognize that the things that you want, the things that you want to feel, you're really in control of that. And embrace it. That's what I keep hearing. Embrace it. As we further connect into the energy here, we also had the Empress. So what I like here is where things have slowed down, or where you're not maybe getting the immediate results that you want, we can see that something is definitely, the word I'm getting is incubating. Okay. So when I'm thinking of like a startup incubator, it's where you're getting all the necessary things together to keep building upon each other, to be able to go out into the world and present whatever you need to present. So again, whether this is a creative endeavor, a new project that you're working on, there's something new that's coming to life here in a really cool way. But again, the Empress energy is talking about, with this Archangel Gabriel, this is about nurturing yourself and others. So enjoy all the fun and all the goodness that's flowing on in, because I can definitely feel that for you. Showing up in the outcome area, and I'm going to look at the challenge in a second. You've got the Two of Water with the Ten of Water. So this is a lot talking about a relationship that is growing closer, but also parts where forgiveness is needed here, Pisces, and where there has been challenges, things will smooth out. So we can see as part of this, there is a decision or a cycle, like I said, that's kind of pushing out and trying to figure out where you need to go, what you need to do. But wherever this is going, this is showing the 10 of water. So that's a 10 of cups energy. That's a very fulfilling energy. So whatever changes you're making, whatever work that you're doing for yourself, with your family members, with a new connection, with a new opportunity, this is something that's really setting you up for success and really allowing you to dive into that juicy, energy that you want to be a part of, that you want to connect into, and that you just want to keep pushing forward in your life. And even if it's not like touchable like you feel it right now, let me rephrase that, because I feel what's happening here is that if it's not something that you're in right now, is what I mean. Like, I think your vision for life and whatever that you're working towards, that feeling is building, and you're stepping more into that vision of, damn right, I've got this. Like, look what I know I went through a bit of a hardship. That's what I feel. You're kind of talking to yourself here. And like, I know this has been actually, pretty hard. I didn't want to be in this position, or I don't like where I'm at exactly right now. But you've started to figure out that the more that you take care of yourself, what the possibilities of things become when you start following your dreams and chasing what you want, instead of worrying about what other people are doing, when they're going to show up or whatever it is. I think you've started to take, ownership, and radical ownership, that you can actually create what you want without having to constantly, and I'm not saying rely on people, because I know that you're probably a person who doesn't ask for help, but I think in the background that if you're waiting on someone because you care about them or want to see what they're doing or whatever else, I think you're starting to go, nah, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going to go do what I want to do, because I've been waiting, I've been showing up, I've been caring. And this might be part of like a cycle or understanding that you and a connection need to figure out, whether it's a best friend, whether it's a lover, whether it's, someone you've started dating, whether it's a boss. There's something here that you've kind of like had your own boundary or had your own marker of when you're going to kind of go this next direction. And I think you've kind of been moving that marker because that's kind of kept you safe, and or what you feel is safe and comfortable. But now it's kind of like the empowerment energy, self-empowerment is really stepping through here. So let's have a look at what challenges are showing up here. We're going to get into the Kipper cards, and then we'll do some further clarifiers to see what else is going on for the month of December. So what do we need to know in the challenge position? We've got message of concern. Share more. Thank you, Spirit. Marriage. Share more, Spirit, please, for our Pisces. Wealthy man. Share more, Spirit, for the challenge, what we need to know. Message, and then we got child. So for some of you, I think just throughout this, and I think the energies in the air, speaking to so many people, there's a lot coming up around relationships, older relationships, relationships that have been around for some time, or ones that were once quite a significant relationship and may not have been, but the energy is still around. So wherever that you've had a commitment somewhere, and one from, yes, perhaps a spouse, a significant other, we can definitely see here that there's something, oh gosh, interesting. I just want people to pay attention to the numbers here. 14-3. I'm thinking of Pisces here. If you're the 13th or the 14th or the 7th, or even the 18th, there's just something here I feel around that energy for some of you. So I'm not sure if any of those relate here, but I was just told pay attention to the numbers. I just feel that where there has been a significant commitment, someone here found out or learned some news or some form of communication that I think challenged a situation. And in addition to a situation being challenging, I think there's someone, I'm just getting like someone not feeling enough for something. So there's it seems like a lot of messages showing up or coming through. There could be too that if there is a younger energy around this connection or around you, Pisces, I'm just getting some sense here that there is some worry or concern or something that you've discovered about this younger person. Again, this could be a child, it could be a sibling, it could be, a friend of a friend. I don't know what it is, but they're definitely in your energy. And I feel like this has been a challenge to keep something secure. Because when I think of a wealthy man, I think of a sense of security. And I just feel like there's something here that is challenging that sense of security in a connection or in a commitment. If this is in the workspace or regarding a project that you're dealing with, same thing again. I feel like there's someone around that may be younger, that there's information that I feel is getting passed around. And it's not a nice energy to be in, because I feel like there might be some gossip per se, or just lots of people just sharing things that aren't supportive. And that's where I'm just going to leave it. That's what I feel is showing up here as part of the challenge. There's just too much information being shared right now or spread, and yeah, there's something around that that seems to be showing up, and someone just not feeling safe and secure in that energy, and what this is and what this means and what to do about it. So I don't know if this is part of the renewal and decision making process, but I mean, I do see a lot of really, really awesome things happening. All right, let's get some clarifiers to see what else is going on here, because there's lots of cool stuff happening, Pisces. Lots of cool stuff. So let's find out what more about this connection, this Four of Fire. Okay, we've got the Queen of Swords. I don't read reversals if you are new here, but as always, I appreciate you, Pisces, all of you that come on by, and our cross watchers. So the Queen of Swords with the Four of Fire. So while you're stepping into this place of abundance and successfully completing a project, it's really interesting how I just see right now that maybe with whatever you're doing, you're getting really clear on what it is that you want and where it is that you want to go. So while you may not have like something specific that you want to complete, you have also, I feel a lot of you are having this vision for your life, this vision what you want, that creates that space of the Four of Wands, right, at the end of the day. But I think there's a part of you that's really trying to think about it, really trying to get clear about it, and where you also need to step in and assert yourself to getting what you want and to claiming what you want. And I think that's incredibly important as you're walking this journey right now. So let's find out more about this unity energy. Ooh. So the unity energy, what I'm getting up here, because as we're connecting into this, I feel for you Pisces is that maybe there's some part of you that doesn't want to be around certain people or things, and this is in conflict for you. So maybe again, December, there's usually a lot of things that are going on, and I feel like you're kind of like, nah, don't want to do it, don't want to be a part of it. And it's something that you're battling, because I think you're getting a lot of people coming like, hey, come, come here, come do this, come do that. And it's tiring you. For some of you, maybe you're going to have to choose where you're going and where you're not going. But I feel for a lot of you guys, you're just not interested in being around people or situations that, that you have to. I think there's a part too of just being exhausted and really trying to take this time and energy to finish or wrap up certain things, but also more in the sense of recharging for when you're ready to really jump in here. So that's quite interesting, considering it is talking about you might just have your close knit of people that you only want to spend time with. Anything else is way too much. So the Ace of Earth, we've got the King of Wands. So this is really interesting because we do have documents and contracts here and a promising opportunity presenting itself, right? That's very abundant and or creates an opportunity and door open for abundance to expand upon. And I think you see this, or whatever's being presenting itself, I do feel it's very connected to something that matters to you or that you want to pursue. I also like here with this King of Wands that this is really, like I said, something that lights your fire up. This could be the person who's presenting this offer and opportunity. So this could be I was going to say an air energy. I don't know why that was showing up. Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo energy. Wow. That air energy, if you have an air energy around, is very strong because they were coming through pretty significantly here. So this is really, really rad in terms of whoever's showing up here. I think they're going to put a bit of a what's that word? A spring in your step. Okay. So that's pretty cool, Pisces. Share more on this renewal energy and what we need to know. So the renewal energy seems to be around the home space or home life. It did kind of show up there on the card already, but it's coming through again. You do have the 10 of water here as well. So if there's something that needs to shift or had to shift out, or maybe there's been change in the home environment, this could be deciding to move, deciding to relocate, someone deciding just to do their own thing. But I do feel that part of renewal a lot of the time is a time to kind of revisit things that need to be strengthened. So I think we're all going to have our own choices there on what that is, but I can see there is abundance here, and there's something that's quite deeply felt and quite deeply wanted here or desirable. But I also see too the Lover's energy, Queen of Cups, which is very much you. So I think again, some part here where maybe you're being called to soften a bit, Pisces, in terms of where you're going or where you want to go. There's definitely something here of deep meaning to you, Pisces. We can see this. We can see that there's potentially some challenge in a significant relationship. It's interesting the home space is coming up. But there's really like a situation you're really contemplating here on what you should be doing while you're trying to pursue some goal. And I really feel that in the energy throughout this month. 3 of Fire, what do we need to know here? Wow, this is great. This is great energy. Having the chariot energy show up with the three of fire, there is definitely something that has presented itself that you're choosing to move forward in. Um, I do think some of you may be traveling as well, or looking at where this next destination is and just going and doing that. I don't know for some of you too, if you're looking at places. I'm just, transport just seems to be I'm feeling like movement, like actually getting in a car, looking around at things or places. I don't know, some going on a road trip. There's something here about movement that's incredibly important. But in addition to whatever that movement is, I think a big part here is making a decision and then going for it. Okay, with this chariot energy, it's not sitting still anymore. And I think that's really important. If there has been a part that you've been sitting still or been waiting, because I said, I feel like some of you have been waiting for people to make up their mind, make decisions, make choices. And now you're going, you know what? I ain't waiting on you. I'm doing my thing. And something's definitely showing up here, opportunities. There's no doubt about this. But there's also still, I just feel like something is pulling you back or keeping you. Do you remember, for our older friends here, do you remember like when kids were little? Um, I know it was in the 80s that we had for the kids like a harness, and if they walked off, like you could just pull them back so you wouldn't lose them at the store, right? That's kind of the energy that I'm feeling, is like the, like raining, someone's like trying to pull you back in as you're trying to go out and explore and get curious. It's like you're getting pulled back in, going out and explore, and it's like you want this sense of freedom, but you're also attached to something. And I'm feeling like this excitement to go explore and this excitement to come back in. It's kind of like not indecisive energy, but also to, it's not certain energy. And what I mean by that is there's something that has pretty significant attachment that easily gets your attention and pulls you back in. And maybe as you're pursuing something, this energy around the home space or around a relationship has also got your attention. As much as you might be trying to push through this or move through this, whatever is healing, growing, or moving on from, we can see here that there's also excitement in something else that you want to pursue, but something else is like something's capturing your attention. It's interesting too. We've got the Lovers on the bottom here. So what else do we need to know about this Page of Fire energy? 10 of Swords. News of exciting new endeavor. Yeah, I really feel this is you not playing small anymore. Like I said, there's something, I feel like something is going to shift here, Pisces, on where I think you're making progress in certain areas of your life, because I do feel the momentum. I do feel opportunities come up. There's something here that you're choosing to, I'm trying to connect what the word is or what they're trying to show me. So just give me a sec. Yeah, I'm getting more so you're not going to play small anymore. I think you've been holding off on something and you're about to like really put the gas, the pedal to the metal. Is that how we say, pedal to the metal? That's what I feel is happening here. Whatever version of yourself you've been operating from of late, I think you also recognize that if it's been a little bit draining or it's been a little bit hidden, just your energy. There's something here that I feel the word it's giving me is recluse. And I feel like you're putting that to an end and just accelerating forward in wherever that you're heading or going. Shame on this Ace of Water. Yeah. Because there's something here that's capturing your attention, that's potentially capturing your heart. We're showing a child energy here just coincidentally on that. But I'm getting more so with this Ace of Water that there's something you want to take a chance on. I'm not sure exactly what this is or who this is, but I just feel that there's something here that you want to take a chance on, that you want to go after. I think you've got a fun sense of potential around something. So I don't know if you're going to change home, change location, spend time in a different area, environment. There's something new that's coming on in, and it feels really nice and it feels really fresh. I think it's going to really put you into a great energy that's fun, exciting, curious. And when you're in that energy, what happens? More things show up, more amazing comes in. So let's have a look at this Seven of Earth. Okay. So we can see, and I feel like this is a repeat over here because it's talking about a cycle, but there's something here that has been a challenge for you, Pisces, in a sense of that has hit your heart space, that has, felt deeply. Okay. And I don't know if it's just something that you just really want it to be a success, really want it to work out. The world energy is kind of also, putting yourself out there or putting yourself out there again. But when we've got this with the Seven of Earth, it's kind of letting you know that sometimes there's things or steps that need to happen first. And even if things are at a standstill, even if things don't seem like they're moving forward, when we've planted a seed, there's usually germination or something happening underneath the ground before it comes through. And I feel this is really important because whatever's transpired or whatever's happened to get here has been a pretty significant journey. It didn't just get here overnight, okay? Whatever this is in terms of a connection or something that needs to be renewed or something that needs to heal or something that needs to be moved on from, that's been, a progression of things that have happened to get there. Okay. It's not usually a one-time thing to get there. I mean, sometimes it could be, but a lot of the time it's not the case. I feel like this is a bit more in depth than just, someone all of a sudden ghosting you. And I mean, if someone's doing that, not freaking cool. But I feel here, this is also a reminder that if you're putting energy and effort into something or just whatever that something is, and you're not getting the result that you want, I feel that there's a process here. There's a cycle. Sorry, I think I'm going to sneeze 1 second. Excuse me. That there's a cycle happening here, but it's a cycle of events that need to occur. And as much as it may be a bit hurtful or painful, and now there's this frustration of am I still waiting or is this thing not happening? And it doesn't matter what it is, because I feel there's a reason for this pause and this standstill, why this time of year these things are happening. There's something really relevant about all this. And the other thing it's letting you know is it's a temporary pause. You've planted the seeds, and really good ones and really healthy ones, and it's in really great soil and it's being nurtured. It's doing its thing. So there's nothing to worry about. Even if it might be worrying you or there's been some hurt along the journey, it's just letting you know, it's cool. There's a cycle, there's a process. We just need to work through that. It's not an overnight thing. So let's have a look at what this Empress energy is. The Star and the Wheel of Fortune. That's pretty badass, right? So again, this is talking about with whatever that is growing, whatever is expanding, whatever is recreating or birthing here with this Empress energy, that everything is about the right timing. Everything is also about understanding what needs to be nurtured, what needs to be healed for things to really grow effectively, for things to really grow abundantly from a source of goodness, right? We don't want to grow in the weeds. We want to grow in a fresh place that can allow things to flourish in a really healthy way. And I think there's a bit part here too. And it's interesting because it's just reminding me of something when I go to church. And I have to say, my church is freaking awesome. It used to be one just for professional athletes. I'm talking top football, basketball, things like that. And it's just now our lot of locals that go there. I just love it. And our pastor, I know that sounds funny, pastor is really cool, and the message is sent through. But getting to my point, the one thing it's what I'm seeing and what it's telling me here, and it's reminding me of something he said, was talking about when there's a snake, that when there's a snake in the grass, or when seeds have been planted in rocks, or like, I want you to think of a place that things don't grow in a healthy way. Okay, usually there's things that you can't see, but you've planted seeds in all these strange places that you don't realize that you've done, or you've been making a bit of boo-boos along the way, and then something catches up with you. And the point here is that wherever you have planted these seeds, this time there's so much lessons, guidance, opportunity, things that you've taken this time around. And you don't want to come with a hard heart when you're building and creating. You want to come from a place of building that has this open heart and this open care and this mindfulness approach of when you're creating and when you're planting seeds. And I feel like this is incredibly important. So why there is a pause, I feel, is relevant, because if there's something that's a little funny on the inside, it's giving you space to clear or clean or cleanse that out. So when this birthing happens, you're going to be in the right place, in the right energy at the right time, and you're going to be nurtured, you're going to be excited, and you're heading in the right direction. It's like, it's the right path and it's the right time. Something hasn't been. So something needed to happen to get you to that. And a big part is not hardening your heart and remembering where you're planting your seeds, and stay focused on that, okay? And keep watering that, because when you go scatter here and scatter there, you're putting it in places that don't deserve those seeds that you're planting, and just allow more weeds and more crap to come in there. And then because of those other things that are happening that now you're trying to put out, because you haven't been 100% focused here, it's just like, it ends up becoming so much that you try to protect yourself from it, right? At the end of the day. And this is not a time, you don't need to protect yourself. You're protected. It's about staying focused and staying present to what you want and where you want to be, because something is happening and something is growing. It's just, you can't see it yet, right? So this is going to be incredibly important as part of that journey. All right, let's see what else we need to know here with the final outcome with the 2 of water and the 10 of water. I'm going to get another deck. All right, and then I'll get you some angel answers at the end, friends, okay? So what do we need to know, Spirit, for the final outcome for the month of December, and what we can expect for our Pisces? All right, 2 of water. What do we need to know for the 2 of water, Spirit? 2 of water. What do we need to know? Okay. We have got 2 of swords, the world energy, the 3 of cups. Yeah, see, we can see again in the waiting. So this is talking about a relationship that is growing closer. It's also talking about forgiveness and the resolution of something. So whatever that resolution is, sometimes it's closure, sometimes it's forgiveness in general, sometimes it's recognizing our part and what we need to do to bring that together to make it thrive and grow. But I feel it's 2 energies coming together that's incredibly important to make this really overflow, okay? But I just think there's some lessons here. So if you're in the waiting and haven't been sure what to do, there's something that needs to shift or cycle through this month to get to this place of being connected. Interestingly too, whatever choices and decisions you're making are happy ones, are ones that you're feeling. I still feel there's this sense of community and celebration that's coming on in with this 2 of water energy. So it's a very positive movement wherever you're going or whatever choices that you make here. 10 of water. What do we need to know, Spirit? Oh my gosh, the sun energy. Wow. What else do we need to know here? And the high priestess. Okay, so really clear here. You've got the 10 of water. So whatever's happening here, whatever's expanding, whatever's shifting through, where you've maybe not been making choices and trying to figure out hey, do I go this direction? Do I go that direction? Where should I put my time and energy? We're definitely seeing here that as the cycle moves and shifts, because the cycle doesn't close effectively, it's just you enter, like things keep going around, it's just you're replacing where that's going around to, or which kind of new road that you're taking, or timeline, or whatever it may be. But I just feel here with wherever that you end up going on that journey, it's one that's going, like, trust in your intuition on where you're feeling called, number one. Number two, like, it's going to be lit, it's going to feel good, it's going to radiate and just keep getting better wherever you're going and wherever you're heading. The 10 of water, this is about feeling really content, really feeling connected to what you're doing, trusting where you are, trusting the people that you're with, that's allowing you to be free in a whole new way, free to be you, free to do the things that you love, free just to be present. And I think there's this part of just being lovable and being yourself, and like kind of scooped up in that energy, that who you are and how you show up and doing your best is more than enough, and is more than enough for you, more than enough for the people that are around you. And I just think you're finally being embraced for who you are and being accepted for who you are wherever you're going or whatever you're doing. And I'm just loving this energy. So let's get some final messages from angels. All right, we'll do the 1, 2, 3, guys. So if you have a specific question, I'm going to do it this way. No, there's like, no, okay. Okay, there's 1. Two. It's kind of flipping around. And 3. So if you have your question, connect in to what you feel called, whether you are a visual person, as in need to look here, or connect into a number. So 1, 2, or 3. If you've chosen number 1, no, you know what's telling me? If you've chosen number 2, we're going to start in the middle. If you've chosen number 2, steady progress. We acknowledge you for the progress you've made in remembering love in your daily activities. We can clearly see the contribution you're making to the world through your thoughts, feelings, and actions of love. Ooh. So, and I'm saying ooh as in like, yeah, baby. This really means that whatever work you're doing on yourself and how you're showing up for yourself first, because I feel this is showing up for yourself first, allows you to then to show up for others in love. There's something really beautiful that you're doing here for yourself, Pisces, that is really making things warming and more supportive in other environments, and things are moving along nicely. There might be pauses, there might be temporary standstills, but there's something amazing happening here in your life regarding your career or purpose. I can see that so clearly here, that is growing and growing in an abundant way for you. And you're going to start seeing that throughout December. In addition to that, for some significant relationship, that this is also in your vortex and energy space, that love that you're giving there, I think really look at your approach with things. If this is something that you want to heal, that you want to nurture, it's not going to be an overnight thing that it's going to happen, but every steady step that you take is progress. Then sometimes when we make boo-boos or have conflict or clashes or bad words, you know what I'm talking about, that sometimes can be 10 steps back. So take your time, be more present, so then you can respond in ways that are coming from your true self rather than your hurt self, rather than whatever it might be. And I think that's really relevant. All right, number 1. Giving and receiving. This one comes up a lot, and I don't know why. This kangaroo and Joey like to say g'day from Australia. So this is talking about the giving and receiving, and a lot around your breathing, the inhale and the exhale, okay? And it's just talking about for your optimal like performance, for your optimal energy to really balance yourself, it starts with your breath. And I don't know for some of you if you do the box breathing, like when things are like, if you're heightened in energy or need to get clear on something or need to balance your energy out because maybe things have been intense or stressful, box breathing is really amazing and helps to regulate your nervous system as well. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that. I might do a meditation in the for the Soul Tribe. So if you're not a part of that, it's the first link in the description box below. If you sign up there, and I'll get that sent out to you for the week. It's really great. Number 3, heart chakra. Love is the heart of the matter. Your heart is the center within your physical being, attuned most to love. It's safe for you to love and be loved with an open heart as we stand by with perfect protection and guidance. Yeah, this is amazing because I don't know if you saw this over here, but the one thing I did with this Ace of Earth energy, I don't know if you can see it, I don't know if I can pick it up, but there is the green energy there. And that, to me, I was thinking straight away the heart chakra in terms of what's showing up there. There's also talking about a lot around love and a commitment and happiness and connection and emotions. And when we connect into those cups, or when we nurture into the healing aspect, it's got to start from love, right? Love for self, first and foremost. Forgiveness for self, that's huge love. Taking care of yourself is huge love, because the more that you're loving you, the more you can love others and show up for others. And I feel like this is really important. There's something here about balancing out, I think, a connection or situation. But as much as you're doing that, you're focusing on your goals and where you want to be and what you want to do next in your life. And I think you're making a really strong choice right now. Are these the people that I'm doing it with? Because I'm not waiting for other people to decide whether they're doing it with me, whether I think there's a part of you that you're really assessing, are people showing up for me the way that I also need people to show up for me, the way that I also, show up for others. I mean, sometimes people just don't give as much as you may give, Pisces, but I feel like you're really assessing here whether you have the right team, the right camaraderie, the right lover, the right, teammates, whatever this is, you're really looking at this. But I also think as part of that, you're just moving forward because you've got something to do. You're being called to do something. And this self-empowerment adventure that you're going on is really freaking amazing, because you're building, I feel, more connections. You're building and calling in energetically. The more that you're getting into this energy, I think you're calling in the right people, and you're getting the blessing as well throughout December to take a little bit of break where you need to, and to get present. And the more that you get present in time, right, with people, quality time, quality work, quality things, quality care, you're just going to start seeing you level up and level up and level up. And that's where it's going to take you through December, to this being highly connected into where you want to be. What needs to show up will show up. What you're calling in will call in. And your intuition is going to guide you, as well as this beautiful sun energy of being bold, of being courageous, and knowing that you are supported, and just everything's shining on you right now in a happy place with this 10 of Cups. You got to love it, Pisces. Embrace it, claim it. Love you guys, and we'll connect soon. Happy December.